Hello dreamers and welcome to Disney Dreamlight Valley traditional update video where I reveal certain facts that are not entirely obvious and were not mentioned or in patch notes, or at least they weren't made very obvious. So today we're going to learn 15 facts about the new update in Disney Dreamlight Valley that you may have missed. If you find at least one thing in this list that you haven't known about the update, you gotta leave a like and subscribe to the channel. That's the rules. I didn't make them. Actually, I did. And these are not the kinds of rules that meant to be broken, trust me. Anyway, let's start. Number 1. You might have noticed, while time bending, there is now a different look to the arrow. It's now much brighter and much more noticeable, and the colors, there's colors that indicate how close you are to the item that is much easier to distinguish. Also, number 2, speaking of time bending, you now get not 1, but 2 glimmer every time you find it on the realms. Because a lot of people have been complaining that glimmer is very difficult to get. So they basically doubled the amount of glimmer that we can get, which is amazing. I think it's a good change. They should also increase the number of items that they can spawn per day. But I feel like maybe they did. Because I already harvested some glimmer today, and I feel like there is more spots per day per biome where you can get glimmer. So maybe they did increase it as well. Let me know how many glimmer did you farm per day. Well, that was strange. Number 3, speaking of glimmer, now you can finally get glimmer in Monsters Inc. realm. For some reason, before you couldn't do any time bending in this realm, but now you can. And that means more glimmer that you can find every day, because you get a huge new extra biome that can give you 2 glimmers a pop. Pretty good change, if you ask me. Number 4, speaking of Monsters Inc., I did not see this. It wasn't obvious to me at first, but you actually can ride Monsters Inc. Attraction, and they also made it slower. If you can turn it on, you can see the car is much slower than it used to be. And I think it was done because they didn't want people to get motion sick if they do ride inside the car. So let's test it out. That is pretty cool. We are inside the car. Okay, this is one of the coolest changes in the update. To be able to ride the attractions. You're literally sitting inside the car. Well, technically, I'm pretty sure you're standing, but it feels like you're sitting at least. I love this change so much. Number 5. There are new craftable items, which you probably already saw, but if you didn't, here they are. There is 5 items that you can craft right now, and there's going to be more coming soon. As far as I know, you will be able to craft certain items for the Disney Parks Festival that's going to be starting soon in the game. So let me find these 5 new attractions. Here they are. We have Park Banner Lamppost, Park Recycling Bin, Colorful Park Bench, Disney Park Balloons, and Mickey Mouse Park Balloons. Let me craft all of them to show you how they look like. Honestly, they are pretty cheap to craft. Here all of them are. These lights look incredible. Wow, I think the lights are my favorite thing. Also balloons. These balloons look quite different from all other balloons. What is the difference between these two? Because these are supposed to be 2 different items. I do not see... Okay, there's different... I guess there's different princesses in different pictures on the balloons. The bench is amazing. It looks just like the green one from the Star Path, but this one is red. And in my opinion, this one actually going to fit much more. And recycling bins... What does it say on it? Please... Recycle. Oh, that's awesome. I love all of these items, but I think the lights is my favorite. Change number 6. There is no more auto entering into the doors, which, thank God, in my opinion, this is the blessing. You can now come close to the building, try to enter, and you just won't. It's not going to let you unless you press the button. And why do I think it's a very good change? Because before, if there was some, for example, if you were doing time bending close to the door, or if you had to do, to pass close to the door, or do whatever close to the door, maybe an item fell right near the door and you had to pick it up. Sometimes you would enter into the building without, by accident. Now that's no longer possible. You cannot enter building accidentally. And I've seen people actually being against this feature and wanted to get reversed. But in my personal opinion, this is a very positive change. I have entered so many buildings by accident, and that's no longer the case, so I'm happy with this change. Let me know in the comments if you think it's a good change or if you think it's a bad change. Number 7, there was a drastic change in one of the items in furniture, and it's the latest Bell Bundle item. If you remember, it looked... Let me first of all show it to you first. We're gonna go to Beauty and the Beast. So this is how it looks now. It's called Evening Salon Lounge Pillows. So what they did, they changed it from purple. This used to be... It looked... I was actually complaining about this item. It looked very close to another set with the pillows that was purple. They looked very close. Now it's not purple, it's actually white and more creamy tones. Now it matches the rest of the set from Beauty and the Beast much more, and doesn't look like the other set at all. So I think it's a very good change. I love the way it looks, and yeah, another super positive change in my opinion. Number 8, now this game allows you to share DLC items in cross-platform Valley visits. Before, if your friend was on Switch and you were on PC, if you visit each other, it would not allow you to trade DLC items. Now, if both of you have DLC, you will be able to drop your time-bending parts, for example, and your friend will be able to pick them up. So that is a huge change, huge positive change. I know a lot of people are gonna love it. So if you didn't know, go try it out. It should be working now. Unfortunately, still doesn't work with PlayStation. If you're on PlayStation, you're out of luck. You can only drop items, and you can only do Valley visits with other PlayStation players. Another big change that actually was in patch notes, but I feel like a lot of people haven't noticed it, me included, is the fact that Moonstone chests no longer spawn in Eternity Isle. And I think it goes same for the green chest. I think the chests will only spawn in the regular Valley from now on. I think it's a great change. It cuts down the space you need to scan every day to find your chests by half. So for me, it's an absolute game changer. Wow, there's 2 rifts now. 3 rifts. Uh-oh. 4 rifts. I think we're doomed. All right, another cool feature, feature number 10, is autofill speed has been increased quite a lot, especially on consoles. On PC, it was decently fast, but people told me it's much slower on Switch and I think some other consoles. Now, look at the speed. Boom. Instantly. Even on PC, I see the improvement. I bet Switch players are super happy about this change. Number 11, we got 5 new recipes in this update. 5 different kinds of cupcakes, and I'm going to show you how to make each and every one of them. So what you need is some wheat, some milk, some butter, some sugar, and now for the final ingredient, it all depends. There's 5 different cupcakes. So first is apple. You can put an apple and you are going to get mini cupcakes. And these are going to be also a part of the upcoming Disney Parks Festival. So keep at least 1 of each. Most likely, you're going to have to eat 1 of each to complete the quest. I'm not entirely sure. Actually, I can test this. Let me eat 1. Let's see what happens. Let's see if it counted towards my duty here. We go village. Popcorn and 2 button maker. Okay, so I guess we're gonna have to give them... What if you need to give it to Minnie? Let's see if that works. Okay, giving you cupcake. You're welcome. Let's see if it counted towards the quest. Well, it did count towards Sweet Samaritan. I guess you gotta be giving out the cupcakes to people. 50 cupcakes to 50 people. So you're gonna need a lot of these ingredients. A lot. So yeah, start preparing for this cupcakes. So the other 4 cupcake recipes are... So basically first 4 ingredients are the same. Then for Ariel, we're gonna replace the final ingredient with a scallop, which is kind of crazy, to be honest. I thought she liked all of the sea creatures, but I guess she hates scallops. Boom. Also, scallop. Oh god. Oh no, Ariel, that looks like your tail. What are you doing, girl? Now we can put a blueberry in here to get another cupcake recipe. I think this one is Stitch one. Oh, these are adorable. I think this would be so cool for decoration if not for eating. Okay, for the next one, we're gonna replace the final ingredient with a coconut. No, actually, let's do raspberry. Raspberry is going to be... Oh, that looks cool. Princess Aurora raspberry cupcake. Oh my god, this looks fantastic. I wanna eat it so bad. And for the final one, we're gonna replace apple with coconut. So we're gonna get coconut cupcakes, I'm assuming. Is this gonna be Maui cupcake? Spaceship Earth cupcake. Okay, fine. That looks sick. Okay, 5 new cupcakes. Go make as many as you can, and I guess you gift them to people? Wait, let me see.
You know.
If I give you a cupcake, is it gonna count towards the task? Yeah, get the fish one. Get the gross one.
That does it.
Let's see, village. It does. So yeah, give 50 cupcakes to villagers. That's the task. Feature number 12, and this one is actually probably my favorite feature of all. It's how crisp the game looks, at least on PC. Like, if you just look at things, I feel like the colors feel more vibrant. The lighting, the reflections. I think it's all about the reflections. There is... Oh, God. There's like reflections in everything now. Everything looks crisp. Everything looks much higher quality. If you look at areas that have water bodies in them, it looks so much better than before. Like, for example, if you go to Glade of Trust, if you look at the water puddles on the floor, look at this. Look how crisp it is. How crisp the water bodies are. How crisp pretty much everything is. I've noticed right away how the game just feels so much more... Like, look at this. It did not look this good before. It was good, but I feel like they tuned something in. My guess is that they improved the reflectiveness of things because of the Asphalt update, because the cave inside that you go, the ancient ruins, it has so much water in it. It's super reflective, and it looks stunning inside because of the improved reflections. And the rest of the valley can benefit from it too, apparently. Like, it just feels so much nicer. And I've seen people say the same about other consoles too, so not just PC. So they definitely keep tweaking the post-processing settings in the game render to make it look better and better every single update. Tip number 13. Well, not tip, a feature. And it's Switch dialogue boxes got bigger. I don't have a Switch, so I can't test it out, but I have seen a lot of people saying it. And it seems like half of the people like it, half of the people don't like it. So let me know in the comments. Do you like the bigger text boxes, dialogue boxes, or would you prefer to have the smaller ones again? Tip number 13. The pebble path is now broken. The ancient one. So, from what I understand, you cannot remove it once you place it. So I'm just gonna find a place where I will not need to remove it in a while. Probably here. Okay, I'm just gonna take it off from here. And let's try it. Path. Okay, I actually figured it out. It's the speckled path that is broken. As you can see, I placed it and then it turned into this. I don't know how they keep breaking it every update. And at least you can still remove it. I've seen some people can't even remove it, but probably not going to be using this. Like, it looks fine. Like, you place it, it looks fine. Then you exit. I guess it needs to be 3x3 to break. Something like this. Oh, there you go. There you go. Yay! Wait, what? Anyway, this pass is definitely messed up. And final feature 15, is... It's been hurting my heart. I've seen so many people having basically game-breaking bugs in this update. a lot of Switch players saying the game is crashing every minute now. Like, you cannot play, just you start playing, it crashes immediately. Xbox, PlayStation, I've seen people having multiple issues. Game freezing, not letting you get out of the buildings. Like, you have to be very precise with how you approach the door to be able to click it. Basically crashes and freezes all the time. It's really sad. I hope they can release some kind of a patch. They probably just pushed it out and now they're collecting all the logs data. That's usually what I do when I do a Dreamer's Portal update. I would test everything to the best of my ability, but then I will just make it live and I have a good logging system in place so I can see all the errors that people are encountering and I can debug what's causing those errors, and then I can fix it and push the update that is gonna fix everything. So I hope that's what they're doing. So they're gonna collect all this data and hopefully push out a fix for all of the crashes and bugs. Anyway, these are my 15 features that you might not have noticed in the last update. Some of them were not features, some of them were bugs, but I had only 14, and I'm like, 14 is such a weird number. I'm just gonna include bugs as number 15 so I can have a nice number in the title. I hope you're not too mad about it. Anyway, thank you so much for watching. Let me know in the comments if you have discovered anything else that I haven't mentioned in this video. I've been scouring social media, I've been scouring Reddit, I've been scouring Discord, I've been scouring Twitter, trying to find all of the things that people have noticed. And I also read a lot of the things in YouTube comments. It's one of my favorite videos to make every single update, is to try to find out what is new that they haven't mentioned in the patch notes. I mean, there's a couple more things, but I feel like I already discussed those things in earlier videos yesterday, so I didn't include them. Yeah, pretty good update overall. I did not experience any bugs so far, except the multiplayer, but that's going to be in one of the next videos. We're gonna talk about multiplayer. There's a lot to talk about. Thank you so much for watching. A wonderful day. Subscribe for more content if you're enjoying the videos, and I'll see you in the next one. Goodbye.